Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Twibsies. Hey guys, what's up? It's Juliana and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a video that's a little late because May was already a while ago. I think it's the 19th right now, but I wanted to share with you guys the books that I read during the month of May and just really quickly talk to you guys about that. And I guess we should just get started. So I'm gonna bring out my trusty little iPad and we are going to just be talking about the books that I read over the month of May. So I'm really excited for that. Let's just get started with the video. Okay, so I have 4 physical copies of the books that I read this month and I'm gonna go in the order that I actually read them. So the first book that I actually read was Saved by the Page by J.D. Netto. Honestly, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5 stars completely. I absolutely love this. This is just basically a recollection of some storytellings about some people who have identified with books saving their lives. So therefore, Saved by the Page. It's a little movement by J.D. Netto. I finally got around to read it during this quarantine time and I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed reading people's just how books have changed people's lives, and I feel like a lot of us readers actually identify with this. So good job, J.D. Netto. 5 out of 5 stars. Love you, my dude. All right, next book up is The Murder House by James Patterson. This book, let me tell you, I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, I totally enjoyed it. James Patterson is one of my favorite authors out there. He writes amazing murder mysteries and I love murder mysteries and I love the little hints of romance he puts in it too. But for The Murder House, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. This book is, honestly, I really enjoyed it. The only reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars is because it can be kind of confusing and there was a lot of red herrings and some unnecessary details and some unnecessary twists that I felt kind of took away from the book. But overall, I really enjoyed this read. Took me a couple days to finish, but that's fine with me. All right, so let's get into the fantasy book, sci-fi, whatever you want to call it, time travel. Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this read. Once more, kind of like the other book, it was kind of slow to get into at first, but once it really dove into the story, it started to pick up the pace. I loved the hints of romance that she also put in here. I love the fact that it wasn't easy. I know this kind of sucks to say, but it wasn't easy for the two characters to get together. They had such odds going against each other. Inland by Kat Rosenfeld. All I'm gonna say is that I did give this a 2 out of 5 stars. The only reason I didn't give it a 1 was because it was well written, but I feel like the actual content of this book is kind of a sensitive topic. I feel like it romanticizes a lot of topics that you shouldn't be romanticizing. I personally wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to pick it up, that's all on you. I really didn't enjoy it. I just got bad vibes coming from this since I started reading it and I didn't feel like finishing it, but as a lot of book readers know, it's hard to pick up a book and not finish it even if it pains you. So I'm sorry, but this one is going to have to be on my no-no list. Winter's Wolf by Lou Grimes. It looks like this. I'm giving that a 4 out of 5 stars because even though I completely love the whole werewolf cliche and the new girl, new town, bad girl thing. I found it to be a little too much of a cliche sometimes, and I've seen the same tropes. But for the cliche itself, I love a nice werewolf cliche. Desperate Forest by C.C. Lewis. C.C. Lewis. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. But this one I give a 4 out of 5, like 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was so close. But it follows, I just really enjoyed this story. It was like a twist on a normal princess type story, but I enjoyed that The romance, it was there. The actual storyline, it was well developed. I understood it well. I really found that I enjoyed it. So The Prize, God Killer by CC Forshee. I'm not sure if this book has been released on Amazon yet, but I was given this story to review and I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. When I first read it, I read it as like a normal novella novel, but then I was, the author told me that it was supposed to be a short story. But either way, I enjoyed the storyline. I like the fact that there were many different types of fantasy characters because, as you can see, God Killer, I think it involves a lot of Greek mythology. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And it has a lot of the different creatures, but I felt that it was very rushed. And some of it was like, some of it went fast and then some of it went slow, and I just feel like the short story could have been written a lot smoother, but I did actually enjoy the storyline. Station Alpha, and I'm also giving that a 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed reading that book very much, I might say. I love science fiction books. I love anything about space. I love anything about dimension traveling and things like that. And I really enjoyed reading the story because even though it's kind of like a worked on ideal, it was very different. And it didn't have a lot of the same cliches that other science fiction books already have. So I'm gonna go for it and put it out of 4 out of 5 stars. I actually made a really cool edit of this story over on my Instagram if you want to go check it out, which is at Twibsies. But anyway, that's my May wrap up. Thank you guys so much for watching. That was my May wrap up. It's currently June 19th and I still haven't read any books. I'm kind of in a slump right now, but I'm gonna try my best to get through my reading list and just bust through it, and we're gonna be able to do this together. Reminder, once I hit 500 followers on my Instagram, I am going to be releasing a giveaway, so keep out for that. We just reached 600 over on TikTok. I'm really excited about that, and we're almost on 600 here on YouTube. So honestly, a dream of mine is to be able to get to 1K by the end of the year. I know it's kind of like a lot, but I believe we can do it. But honestly, I am so excited that we're finally hitting 600 on this channel. And I would ask that you guys please subscribe and leave a comment down below about anything you'd like, if you've read any of the books, what you think about them. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.